because I have to be prepared for class. And you know, how great is it that the teachers are here behind me? I just love that the teachers are here today. I'd like to take a minute to thank my, or to introduce my daughter. So this is Ashley. She's campaigning with me. She just got married in June, so she took a month off because she's campaigning with me, and she's campaigning with her dad, so for the month. So it's really nice to have her with me. So we've been in Harrisburg, Scranton, Hazleton, and now Allentown. So see, I have to, have it written down here where I am, so I know. And thank you, Joyce, for your introduction. I really appreciate it. And most of all, I want to thank all of you for what you are doing for our campaign, because we just could not do this without you. And I've been traveling the last few weeks for the campaign, and I just want to tell you how much energy and enthusiasm is out there for this election. And I know that this election is connecting with people in a real way, because this is really about people's lives. And it's no different for me. And I know even if Joe's name were not on the ballot, I would still be involved in this election. I'm a teacher, as you know. And for those of you who are teachers or who know teachers, you know that teaching isn't just what I do, it's who I am. And when I thought about how I would approach my role as second lady, I knew there was one part of it that I was totally sure of, and that was that I would continue to teach. So I teach full-time. I teach English at a community college in Northern Virginia, about 20 minutes, I guess, from the White House. And I do it because of my students. I mean, they are the ones who really inspire me every single day. And I know that everybody in back of me could say that exact same thing. So as a teacher, that's why this election is so important to me, because I want to make sure that we continue to invest in quality education. And that's why I'm so grateful to President Obama and my husband Joe moving us forward on education. Think of all the things that they've done. They've doubled the funding for the Pell Grant. We've reformed this. They've reformed the student loan process to make it easier for students and parents. They've made investments in public education to raise the standards in our public schools. And of course, they've made community colleges the cornerstone of our education, our educational policy. So that's why it's important to me to be involved in this election as a teacher. But I'm also a military mom. Our son Bo served in Iraq with the Delaware Army National Guard. And when Joe and Barack were elected, like so many of you, one of my greatest hopes was that Barack would end this war in Iraq. And he kept his promise, and he did end that war. He also brought Osama bin Laden to justice, and now we are going to end the war responsibly in Afghanistan. As a military mom, I know how much these families love our country and how much they've sacrificed for all of us. So I want to make sure that all of our veterans and their families get the benefits that they've earned and the respect that they deserve. And in this effort, I see that the President and my husband Joe are moving this country forward, because once again, they've helped our military families. They've expanded the benefits in the GI Bill for any of you here who are military kids or spouses who have taken advantage of that. And they've given tax credits to businesses who've hired veterans. They've supported our military families and caregivers in real ways that affect their everyday lives. And finally, I'm involved in this election as a woman, and a woman who sees the direction our country is taking. And I've seen how Barack and Joe stand up for the rights and freedoms of women every day. You know, the very first bill that our president signed was the Lilly Ledbetter Act, which gave equal pay. And they've also fought hard for health care reform, because it means that you can clap for that. Because it means that insurance companies will no longer be able to charge women more than they charge men. They cannot charge a copay for preventative care like mammograms or prenatal screening or contraception. And our children, those young people out here, you can stay on your parents' insurance until you are 26 years old. And insurance companies can no longer discriminate against you if you have pre-existing conditions like breast cancer or asthma. So the president and the vice president know how important it is for women to be able to make our own decisions about our own health care. My generation, one thing is for sure, and I see just one or two of you out there who are my generation. We know that we cannot go back and refight those battles that we fought decades ago. We've come so far, but you know, we've got to move forward, not just on women's issues, but on all the issues. Because over the last 4 years, we've really seen what forward really means. Forward means that after the recent economic crisis, since the worst since the Great Depression, we've had 31 straight months of job growth, which means 5.2 million new jobs. You saw on Friday, you saw that unemployment rate go down. And forward means that an auto industry that was on the verge of collapse is back on its feet again. And don't ask, don't tell is history. And forward means that no matter what, we will keep working so that everyone can create a better life for themselves, no matter where you come from, what you look like, or who you love. But moving forward does not happen on its own. It's going to take every single one of us in that room. And that's why I'm so thankful that all of you are here today. The voter registration deadline is just hours away. And we need every one of you here to go out and help register voters so that we can move the country forward on Election Day. And we have to get the news to people that people do not need a photo ID. So please, today, tomorrow, please get out there, get out working, go out and canvass, call your friends, get people registered, because we need you. This country needs to move forward, and we're going to do it with people like you so that we move forward and that we win on November 6th. So thank you for being here.